The Book That Listens. There was a boy named Evan. He was quiet, shy, and different from other kids at school. He didn't like sports or games. He liked books, especially strange, old books. Evan lived with his grandmother, Mrs. Collins, in a lonely house on the edge of town. The house was full of shadows, ticking clocks, and the smell of old paper. His parents had died many years ago, but no one ever told him how. One rainy afternoon, while searching the attic, Evan found a book. It was black, with no title, and covered in dust. When he opened it, he saw strange symbols, drawings of eyes and hands, and words written in faded ink. Only the last page was clear. It said, "This story should never be read aloud. It belongs to the dark. Those who speak it will awake what sleeps."
Evan smiled. He thought it was just an old scary tale, so he began to read it out loud. As soon as he spoke the first lines, the air became cold. The rain stopped. The house was completely silent. Even the clock stopped ticking. Then he heard something. Knock, knock, knock. It came from under the bed. Evan froze. He slowly bent down and looked. There was only darkness. He tried to laugh, but his voice sounded weak. That night, he dreamed about a forest full of fog. A small figure stood in front of him, a child with black eyes. The child whispered without sound, "Tell the story again." Evan woke up screaming. His grandmother ran into the room. "What happened?" she asked. "I had a bad dream," he said. "What kind of dream?" He told her about the forest and the strange child. Her face turned pale. "You didn't read from that book, did you?" she whispered. Evan nodded. She sat down, shaking her head. "That book belonged to your grandfather. He studied dark stories. He said that some tales are not made for people. They are doors." "Doors to where?" Evan asked. "To the things that listen," she said softly. But Evan didn't believe her. The next day, when she went to town, he opened the book again. Now something new was written at the bottom of the page.
A story grows when it's told. The more it's shared, the stronger it becomes.
He took the book to school. At lunch, he said, "Want to hear something scary?" His classmates laughed, but they listened. He began to read the story out loud. As he spoke, the light in the classroom grew dim. The air felt heavy. The laughter stopped. When he finished, no one said a word. That night, every child who heard the story had the same dream: a foggy forest and the whisper, "Tell the story again." The next day, one student didn't come to school, then another, then another. The teachers said they were sick, but no one ever saw them again. Evan's grandmother became weak. Before she died, she whispered, "Promise me you'll destroy that book." Evan promised, but he didn't. After her funeral, he copied the story onto new paper using his own handwriting. He wanted to see what would happen next. Years later, a young couple bought the old Collins house.
In one of the drawers, they found a small notebook. On the first page, in faded writing, it said, "This story should never be told." That night, the husband read it out loud to his wife. No one ever saw them again. And sometimes, when the wind moves through the empty house on the edge of town, you can still hear a voice whispering, "Tell the story again." Thank you for listening to this lesson. Key vocabulary. We focused on words that set the mood, like attic, faded ink, ticking clocks, and funeral. Grammatical focus. Pay attention to how the past simple and past continuous tenses are used together to describe the sequence of events and the setting. He was searching, he found. We also saw the use of modals like should and will. Your turn. Tell us what you think happened to the students in the comments below. And remember, some stories are better left unspoken. Good night and sleep well.